Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, this is the old town, and on my right hand side is the little cafeterias and restaurants which have this spectacular view out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. As we descend into this car park, this is the municipality car park to the lower part of the old town. What we're coming across now is where the temporary bus station is on our left hand side. So if you want one of the local buses or one of the intercity buses, this is the area for you to come, because of course the main bus terminal is not open yet. Another couple of months of monkeying around and putting in the infrastructures for that, and then of course that will open. When it opens, we'll go and do a special video on that bus station, even though I don't like buses very much, although I do appreciate that they do a very important job in the world indeed. And to be fair to the buses in Paphos and Cyprus in particular, they are very good and very efficient, run pretty much to schedule, and you see them here, there and everywhere. And it's a great way for locals and of course foreigners to get up and down from, let's say, Paphos to Coral Bay, Old Town to the harbour, that kind of stuff. Anyway, where are we going? We are dropping down through the area which is going to become the Tomb of the Kings very shortly, and then we're going to head down to the Paphos Harbour just to see what is going on a truly spectacular morning indeed. And it really is a beautiful morning. I'm pretty sure that you can see that sky, oh my goodness, it's blue. That sea, well, you've seen it from higher up in the old town there, and it's very blue indeed. Mr. Paul, guess what? He's dressed head to toe in blue, got a brand new blue t-shirt on today, so guess what? It's very blue indeed. All it's missing is you, so why not get yourself on that big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy. And if your name is Lady Oh So Sweet Caroline, if I was you, I'd get your bottom on a memory foam pillow, because the roads are absolutely Sherlock Holmes. But just before you do, I want to bore a tot or two for the man who's known, the superstar known as Lord. Yes, he's a Lord, Nigel Big Guns. And of course he's looking forward to coming back to Paphos in November, which is not far away, because he understands that Miss Kula is bringing in a brand new watch collection for him to have a bit of a perusal around it. This is Tomb of the Kings Road. We have arrived, and we're going to take a left, and we're going to head out towards the downtown Cato Paphos Harbour on a spectacular morning to see what's going on. And it really is beautiful. Have a look at it, feast your eyes and digest. The weather's been monkeying around with us now for the last 3 or 4 weeks. We've had 3 or 4 good days, then a couple of rough days, 3 or 4 good days, and then a couple of dusty days. I think you get the idea if you follow the channel. But I think now we're into June, and I really do think that the summer has arrived, and I think we're going to have a spectacular summer, and I think anyone coming down to Paphos is going to have a spectacular holiday. I really believe it. Now, if you want to hire a buggy, well, there's a shop there, and they look quite nice. Those are new ones. Yes, very new indeed. If you want to go blasting around in the camas and scare the living daylights out of a turtle or two, that could be the buggy for you. Tomb of the Kings Road. What's on Tomb of the Kings Road? Well, there's a few hotels. Kissos Hotels is just down to our right hand side, and if you go down the right there, you'd end up on the beach in about 2 minutes, by the way. And it's a spectacular rocky formation with spectacular views out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. I'm sure you may have noticed, if you're looking left and right, there's restaurants here, there and everywhere. Fat Mamas, that's there on the right hand side, very popular place indeed. You've got the Tramps Taverna pub right in front of us there, more buggies to rent. T for Two's coming up. There's a bus terminal coming up on our left, which again is not open yet, but another few weeks and that's going to open. That's like the exchange terminal, bus station as they're calling it, on Tomb of the Kings Road, which is next door to T for Two. There's T for Two, possibly one of the best breakfasts in downtown Paphos. You've got T for Two on Tomb of the Kings Road, T for Two on the top of the Hotels Road, and then of course you've got T for Two in the harbour. So if you're looking for that special breakfast, that's the place to go. In fact, I went for breakfast in the harbour one yesterday, and oof, it was delicious. A nice pot of tea to go with it, because of course I'm very British indeed. And how much did I pay? Pot of tea and a breakfast. I had extra mushrooms, 2 rounds of toast, and it was €8.70. So in English money, that's about, well, call it £8 to make it simple, shall we? In dollars, shall we say it's about $9.50. I don't think that you can do much better than that. On our left hand side here is the King's Hotel. It's a, well, you call it a budget hotel. There's nothing wrong with it. If you go hunting back in the search bar, Marika and me, King's Hotel Paphos, you'll find us monkeying around in there. And of course, the staff are helping us out as we go around. And again, we had a nice breakfast made in there as well afterwards. It was very, very nice indeed. Thank you, Miss Naya, who owns it, who happens to be the wife of Mr. Harris, who runs the King's restaurant in the harbour area. See, there you go. King's Hotel, King's Restaurant, same people. Nice family as well, by the way. 2 in the King's Avenue, and as you see, there's not much traffic around. No, because, well, it's a bit of a bank holiday, that's what it is. So, you're watching this video a day late, as you now understand, but the traffic light's going red. What's going on, Miss Andrea? What is going on? Every time I come to a set of traffic lights, they always want to turn to red. Always someone has pushed that little button, isn't it? Anyway, let's keep going. Nostalgia Cafeteria on our left hand side. You've got Ben's Bar over there on the right hand side. Very, very popular landmark, in fact. And then on here, you've got the Roman Hotel on our right hand side, which means coming up on the left hand side is the Paphos Mall. Look at that. Big, shiny grey building. Lovely and cool in the summer. Full of shops where you can take that special person in your life and shop the living daylights out of them. Paphos Mall roundabout. We are going to take a right and we're going to head down to the beautiful area known as kind of Paphos Harbour area, and it's a spectacular day indeed. Here we go. We're just passing under the Paphos Skywalk, and that's a metal structure that rises you above the road level, and it takes you on a nice little curvy walk over the archaeological site, and then ends up at a viewing point after a little bit of off-roading, if you understand me. And at that point you get a spectacular view back down towards the Paphos Harbour area and across the blue Mediterranean Sea. And while you're up there, you get some fresh air and you get to see some, well, different perspectives of the views in and around the Paphos and the Paphos Mall area. And at the moment it's free of charge. But there is a rumour. There's a rumour going around that my mate, the Gumbaru #1, Mr. Photonis, the mayor, is thinking about putting some turnstiles up, and they're going to charge you €1 or so to have a little walk, which perhaps is not a bad idea from a financial point of view, but why not go and do it this year while it's still free? There we go. Remember, we did it before it even opened. If you go Google it, Paphos Skywalk, Marika and me, you'll catch us going the right way, the wrong way, abseiling down it, policemen chasing it down us, and all those sort of things. Well, I'm exaggerating a bit. There we are. You'll never get a policeman in Paphos chasing you anywhere. They don't like to do much other than drink frappe, which is a good thing. They're quite lax, but at the same time very, very responsible. If you go too fast in your car, they're going to pull you over and beat you, and maybe even shoot you. But most of the time, they turn a blind eye and allow you to whiz around like a lunatic with your flip-flops on. And if you're ever on a mobile phone, by the way, show them the respect of saluting them and drop the mobile phone, and normally they'll turn a blind eye as they continue to chat on their mobile phone to their mother or their wife or their girlfriend or whoever it may be. There we are. Downtown Paphos Harbour, that's coming up next. This is what's called the Paphos Harbour roundabout. And just over on our left hand side is the new Borsa Bella place that's open. As you see, the road down there is closed. Why? Because it's that final night tonight of the party that's going down on the promenade. It's the Cataclysmos, I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, the celebration of the flood. And tonight is the final night, so don't forget to come back that little bit later, because you never know, we may have something extra special for you. And I've no doubt we're going to bump into some superstars along the way. This is the Harbour Car Park, and at the moment this car park's free, by the way. This land was donated to the municipality by obviously a very, very kind and generous family, and their stipulation was that the car park has to be free. But there are rumours going around that the maintenance on the car park is starting to mount up, and it costs a couple of bob. So they are trying to hatch a plan which will allow them to charge. See how clever these politicians are. Even when you give them something for free, then they come up with a little catch, and they're going to say, well, you know, if you want us to maintain it, there you go. So get ready for it. It won't be long before they start to charge us. Now have a look at that for a view. That is a truly spectacular view indeed. And as you can see, they've closed off all of the roads to the promenade, and of course tonight is the grand finale, and there's no doubt that tonight is going to be a spectacular night. So don't forget to come back for some evening videos which we are going to be presenting to you tonight. Wow, what a spectacular day it is indeed. And it really is, by the way. It's absolutely beautiful. Now there's a clever Kumbaru that's decided to actually block the road off. You see, these are the things that you have to put up with when you live in a Mediterranean country, by the way. So here we go. We're now in reverse, and we'll try not to back into that car or to that car. There we are. It's quite a big car, by the way. But, well, luckily for me, I'm not a bad driver. I'm not going to say I'm a very good driver, but I'm quite careful and quite cautious. And I tend to drive quite, there we are, quite slowly, unlike this idiot. But there we go. He's too busy pruning his beard. Nice beard, by the way. There we go. Right, let's keep going. We're in downtown Paphos Harbour, and we're lost in a car park because the police have barricaded all the entrances off, and then the Gumbarus are then blocking off other entrances because they're desperate to get into the Paphos Harbour on a spectacular day. Look at that. The stalls are getting ready. They're starting to set up, and there's Miss Evie. There she is in the pinkish reddish dress. That's the pumpkin girl, and a truly beautiful lady, by the way. She really is. If you go hunting back, way back in our back catalogue, Pumpkin Lady, we went to visit her up in her home, and it was a great honour for us, by the way. We met her husband, and she showed us her workshop and all those kind of things. Now we're going to wiggle and waggle to the rear of the restaurants and the bars, because guess what, Mr. Paul is going to go and have a breakfast in the Gil Alamo because I quite fancy it, and the odds are I'll get a free coffee to go with it. That's the relationship that we have with the Gil Alamo. This is the car park to the rear of those restaurants. So if the main car park over there is full, again, this little bit of wasteland is yours to park on if you're in a hire car, or perhaps you've stolen a car, borrowed a car, brought a car with you in your suitcase, who knows. But look at that. That is a spectacular view across that blue Mediterranean Sea, and it really is. There's nothing better than downtown Paphos Harbour on a spectacular day indeed. So get yourself on that big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy. Paphos, Marika and myself are quite simply waiting for you. On that note, I'm going to say thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, want to hit that like, click the subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my madness. And if you want to help the channel to grow, well, please consider to go through to our About page, where you could consider to buy us a coffee or two. And, well, if you want to, you could become a superstar member and join us. Keep coming back for more and more of our madness. Look at that. Beautiful view out across the downtown Paphos Harbour. Forgive the wasteland, forgive the boat trailers, but that's a great view indeed on a spectacular day. We'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thanks for watching.